By popular request on more how-to, we're gonna do one right here. It's kind of a different, unique video. It's a product. It is, actually, let's just show what we're gonna use it on and then I'll show you the product. It's very versatile, works on many different substrates. And by the way, you followers, I got the shotgun mic out today because it's a little breezy. I hope the audio continues to roll while I have the mask on. I don't have anywhere for that box to hang, so please bear with me. Hopefully the audio plays all the way through. What we have here is a steel roof. We actually did the building the other day. It's a big metal roof we put on, tore it down, put on. This is an older roof that had been coated at some point. You can see rust starting to show through, but they had some sort of like skylight built in with a fiberglass. It's not even completely translucent or transparent. It's just to help get light into this building, which they've got a lot of leaks appearing consistent with where these are, mainly in this lower lean-to where the transition is. The corrugated panels here, you can't really find anything on the market to match up to this right here to replace these. What they did is they just try to patch over, but the issue you've got is they are just wearing so thin they're breaking through and there's holes in them. Water's coming down, it's getting in some of these, mainly the ones where it's flat right here running into them. Not so much the raised parts, just raindrops getting in. They have a foam spray underneath this, so my plan was to run by them, removing a panel or two on the far end, and then using a 5-rib exposed fastener to basically couple over the last rib and then finish it out and bury it off in the end. But because they sprayed foam in under every one of these, it is sticking to it and it's going to make an absolute mess. So the treat today is this Gaco, however you want to say it, patch. Is a silicone-based roof coating system, probably similar to what's up here, but in this case, this is a flashing product. It will actually flash large holes, cracks, gaps, anywhere you have a roof system you're going to coat over, say something like this where it's in bad shape. The actual roof coating won't work, so use the flashing. It's very thick, some leftover material I've got, so I figured I'd shoot this video for you guys, show you how to do it. And the only other part to it is this cotton cloth. This kind of will reinforce the area. So you coat it, put the cloth on it, dope it, kind of pack it in, smooth it out. Depending upon the gaps and the cracks, if it settles and falls in, you may need to come back once it's cured, dried, and coat it again. This is not a repair. Let me put it on me here. This is not a repair. This is strictly a patch to buy some time till they figure out what they want to do on this. So you guys that want to comment, that ain't how you do it. Yeah, it's not how you do it, but they got water coming in. So I'm doing this just to show you guys on you know, the followers, the YouTube guys out there, how to, or if you're looking up this product, it's pretty badass. I did a roof building in Tipton, patch job, various different substrates, asphalt modified, terracotta, brick chimney, tar. I did test samples on this place over a year ago. I need to get back up there. I'll try to do that and I'll show you in editing of this video how it's held up, how it's bonded to these different substrates. I imagine this here, it's gonna hold on good. Somebody's got a little bitty squeaky car out there. Anyway, I'm gonna put the GoPro on. Hopefully this can dangle all right. We'll get into this video. At the end of the video, if you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you got any questions about this particular roof coating system, let me know. By the way, they do typically tint this. I believe this one is pure white, but the idea is when you do the first coat, you'll have a gray tint, and then your final coat is white. That way you know where you've hit or not. But this again is the flashing. It's what you would do first. Let's get into it. Try to tuck the GoPro right up here. I need to get a better audio system set up. And also, while getting this tried to adjust here, my field of view, I apologize. There's a few videos I watched back looking at a roof system, and I need to look up so it's got it because the camera didn't quite have it. So I popped this loose down on the ground. That's what I was worried about. And then you use a brush. Probably ought to mix it again real quick, but I don't have anything on the truck to do it. As you can see, it's just really thick, almost like a cake batter almost. And we're just gonna knock these down real fast, coat it over the main holes here, and then put the fiber mesh in it and coat that in. Move down to the next skylight window, fiberglass panel area. Again, this is something I told them I was just gonna throw in. You don't want to stand on this too, you'd probably fall right through. Since we did the big roof job for them, I said, you know, I'm just going to coat this for you guys. This is probably the only one I'll do on camera, so I don't have to have this dangling in front of me. And it's going to be boring to show it all. Just get enough material that the cotton cloth will press down into. And you don't want to stand on this or you're going to fall through. So be cautious and mindful of that. Good point to throw a disclaimer in there. You're working on your roof and you're a homeowner, take your own life and safety in your own hands. This is informational, entertainment purpose only. Really, this is simple to do. Anyone can do it. Make sure you're out wide enough for your mesh, which is probably 8 inches or so. And scissors or a knife. Sharp knife, preferably. And then just coat over it, press it in. This is 100% silicone base. There's another brand, very similar, different competitor brand, and I believe it's still 100% silicone base as well. I mean, it's very simple to do. So make sure you get it all bedded down, get it smoothed over, and it will start setting fairly quick. By fairly quick, I mean probably within an hour or two. This will be a little tacky on the surface. It'll take a little time to fully dry. Just look at the can, the product you're using, see what time lengths they say for it. Mainly your upper end here where the water's going to run into, make sure you don't have any gaps where it's raised up where water could get into it. If you need to throw some more on it, go for it. If you need to come back after it's set up a little bit, go for it. This whole panel is in pretty bad shape. I'm going to reach out to a steel installer, steel supplier I use here in the area. We're going to see if they might know anyone that has some of this old double rib, I don't know what you even call it. It's just this profile metal to actually tuck under each one of these. If you were to coat it all over and somebody's up here walking around, there's a very good chance they could step on this not knowing if it's all the same color and just bust it, possibly fall through and get hurt. So as I said, be careful. Use some common sense and safety up on the roof. I'm going to pretty this up a little bit off camera. Let's see if my audio is still going, still rolling, 8.5, 9 minutes or so. That right there is about it. Again, it is a Gaco or Gaco, however you want to pronounce it. I've used it a handful of times. I really like it. Two-part system plus the flashing. I think the building I'm on, possibly one of those over there, they wanted me to get a quote for actually doing this. So you want to come in here and pressure wash or clean, strip it of anything loose, any loose grime or debris, dirt, dust, anything. And then once it's dry, then you'll actually go through and put your base coat on, which is going to be that grayish color. Then you'll put your top coat, second coat, white. That way you know what you've hit or not. It gets you the thickest you need. If you have a high commercial grade pressure sprayer, you can use those. It needs to have the highest pressure, use the right nozzles and tips. Just check with your suppliers, they'll let you know on that. Otherwise, you just roll it on and brush it on. This has some pretty good texture to it. A roller, different size naps, you could probably easily do this. Make it look brand new again, get a long lasting life out of it by this this actual roof system. I'll plug some links in the description down below. I'm sure some of this stuff you can get on Amazon if it's, you don't have a roofing supply in your area. So check out the links if it's something you might need. It may or may not help the channel out here just a little bit. So no additional cost to you. It does help support the channel here at Grand Roofing. Let's wrap up. If you haven't subscribed and you like the content, then subscribe, hit the bell notification so you're notified with upcoming videos. Boy, I'm distracted by the amount of wind hitting my ears. I'm curious. Let's see. Just disconnected me. Can you hear me? Can you hear the wind? GoPro head thing I've got, it doesn't have an area for the box of the mics. I need to find some on that. Anyway, if you like the video content, subscribe, ring the bell notification so you're notified, give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and until next time, be safe and we'll see you then.